Hello investor, I'm Dara. Now I will start doing a weekly technical analysis on the stock companies in the US around the world. Maybe look into the Forex market as well as the crypto. Basically trying to update what price is going, try to understand the direction and giving the overall technical analysis. And I will start doing this weekly so you guys will know exactly the strength, the direction of the stock market. So let's jump in right together. Right, so firstly, this is the stock of Visa, Visa Inc. You can see that right now the current price is 331.40, and it's actually start making a good rising trends. You can see starting from, I would say, 256, 254.8. Right now it's jumping to 331.4 dollar. That's a big change, and this was back in August. Yeah, and right now the US current time is Wednesday 12 a.m. so I am actually doing this right after the market close, right? And it will continue in Wednesday 9 a.m. all right, now what can we see here? Okay, what can I see here is actually a resistance. It might fall over this line right here. So this, I would say, a first resistance line. If the stock price passes this, it's gonna be going down. However, there's gonna be another resistance that I see. Here's another resistance. So maybe this could bounce off into another layer, maybe. However, what can I see in the past within Visa stock is that it's rising constantly. So that may give like a change into how it actually look into the future. The current market situation right now, Visa is actually doing okay. Even though there's regional, I would say, situation going around Southeast Asia, the West still doing okay, it's doing great. There can be some uncertainty, I would say, around September right here. So what could happen is that the price might start to consolidate right over here, and the reason is because the after effect maybe the tariff, right, from the US, and this could also implement how we can see into the future as well. Right now the US tariff is actually hitting high, and it's been affecting the Southeast Asia market, and we don't know if this gonna continue with big changes of rate. If this continue, this might affect Visa price into bank transaction and how we can see the currency going to the future as well. So I would say it will be a consolidation into this area right here. Right now, let's look at a bit of Forex, shall we? Okay, so Forex, what I'm gonna go and study is around, I want to study around Europe, because Europe right now, it stays silent, but it's starting to make some names to the story as well. So I want to look at the Europe and USD. Let me try to find Europe and USD right here. Okay. We can also try to find... Okay, let's look at US and China. Right, now remember, this is the recent price, right? They have been fluctuated. President Xi Jinping going to visit Southeast Asia countries. So that would mean that the USD spot rate right now is falling. It's trying to consolidate right now. As you can see, this is a monthly trend, by the way. Right? Alright. It started to consolidate. You can see. But this was back when it was 2023. So a line here. Alright, another line here. Now looking into the in-depth, what I'm gonna do is change this into a maybe looking closer into what is the trend right now. Right. Okay. I'm gonna draw some resistance line here to see if there's any point to take. There's a resistance maybe here, over here. Right. Now with this, within this area, I believe that if the US maybe try to give a line, maybe, you know, a small tariff drop, we could see the spot rate for the USD and Chinese yen maybe could go up past this consolidation line. However, right now, currently, my recommendation is just try to maybe hold it a bit. I don't expect any high jump yet because Chinese is pushing it with the trade tariff and also the visit from Saudi Asia that would spark maybe some commentary. The future of China, maybe it starts growing, so I don't expect it to go up yet. So it might just fallen into maybe these trend, right? Starting to go here a bit, and maybe we can see in September or October it start to rise, right? Rise a bit. Now this is just what I can see, okay? And maybe it just go up within that point. Right now it's just consolidating. Yeah, it's consolidating. And I'm saying this, oh, this is a deadline, right? Here it is. This is the monthly view each month. So it should start consolidating right about maybe November. And then it can go up by then. By then, I would say China would have a strong suit, an economic model, or any competitive advantage against US. But US can clear it with the US trade tariff. So that's for the Forex, I would say. Now let's look into cryptocurrency. Now crypto, I don't really look at crypto a lot, but let's look at Dogecoin right here. What can we see from Dogecoin? Right. Okay, from Dogecoin, it's actually start going down from 2020, the start of the year. Right, it's actually looking downward. However, during the past year, it's actually looking steady. Now this is the rise from Donald Trump too. Maybe, you know, in the future for the crypto side, it could go either way. It could go up and down, but I would say it will go down in the future year. This is the reason is because the US tried to implement a lot of, I would say, restriction into the department for the Dogecoin, and this could heavily impact how investor sees the market as well. Maybe we could also see a reversal side in any opportunities around maybe October or November as well. Like I said, those period between November and December, I would say Chinese would have a strong suit into their economic model and maybe make a competition with the US. So and make maybe a reversal side. So that is for the Dogecoin dollar. Now the last, I would say last market update I wanna go through is within the US tech right here. Okay, for the US tech, what been bugging me is around, I would say, the chips. I want to look at Nvidia, but let's look at AMD. Or yeah, we can look at Nvidia. Okay, now Nvidia, I've been studying it a bit earlier, and it's rising. This is 2025, and it's actually going down here. Right, just draw. It's actually going down. This is because of the rising cost tariff and the uncertainty in the US economy. Now, I don't think it's going to make any high in later period. Okay, so maybe okay, around June this price would go, I would say it can go lower, but not that low. It would try to stay in a consolidation period over here, and maybe, you know, in the future around October and November it could rise. Now this rise price, I would say it's because of the China supplier getting it back, and maybe the Nvidia try to make connection with China supplier back together amid the tariff trade war between US and China, and so this would help the cost model for Nvidia to go better. Meanwhile, I believe that this is a critical moment for Nvidia around October and November, whether the stock will go up or down critically, right? I say it might be a bubble bust. If it were to rise around December, it might fall down hard in the next year, the January 2026, so it might fall downward. So what I would say is that around October and November it starts to maybe rise, okay, into this point, right? And this would make a high where it could fall downward, right? It could fall downward really low, okay? The reason is because I did study the prices for Nvidia back then, around maybe a month ago, and the market right now is overhyped, and I believe that it might just go blamp, just go down, and this could heavily impact Nvidia, because right now, due to the rumors of Nvidia from the AI bubbles, and also what can China look into the US, it's not really safe. It could maybe go into the future and impact the prices as well. So that's, I would say it will go down. Yeah, I would say that's all for the weekly update on the stock price, the Forex and also cryptocurrency. I will try to update more and maybe put on some technical indicator into the videos as well. Hopefully you may find this video helpful in any way, and yeah, I will catch you up in the next video.